In these few years, I think one of the biggest challenges was finding green products that I really liked, that smell nice and feel good and work in the way that other cleaners and products should, that were also affordable. And so I thought that's one thing I might share as some of my favorite products so far. And of course, being about 0.7% the size of the last place that spoke, my operation's super tiny, and I have complete interaction with every single guest who comes through. So I get a lot of feedback, and most of my guests are asking me, you know, what these products are, because I tend to buy in bulk and refill containers as part of my green effort. So not everything's labeled in the house. And some of the favorites are the Mrs. Myers cleaners and Nature's Gate. And then I also use soap nuts. If any of you have heard of this, it's actually a fruit from a tree. That is what I use to do the laundry. And it doesn't leave a scent, but things are super clean. And I've had quite a few people with environmental sensitivities who have come through my door, and they've thanked me for actually truly being green. Not just, I say I'm being green, but they can sleep in the bed and not get a rash, not have allergic reactions, not have to smell things they don't want to smell. So I highly recommend soap nuts. And green to me also as a lifestyle incorporates, you know, supporting local businesses. I get all my breads from Orion Bread Company right in Old Town. I get my eggs from Cornville. I grow a lot of my own herbs and edible flowers. All of my, that's my signature on my plates, is everything has edible flowers and fresh herbs from my own garden or from local growers in Cottonwood and Camp Verde and Phoenix. That's a big part of it, but also as a community being involved in things like historic preservation, for instance, reuse and recycle even buildings, is a great way to remain green and sustainable and support the local economy. It brings in good tourism too, because people love that historic aspect. We have a good start too. We're the Verde Valley, the Green Valley. I think we should capitalize on that a little bit. Our natural beauty is certainly what has brought people here to start with, and will continue to do so. As innkeepers, people in the hospitality industry, there are a couple really good websites that you might consider getting on. It's a Green World is one. I Stay Green is one. And just for your general information, there's Green Lodging News, which you can subscribe online to. And most of their products, most of their industry is way too big for my size, but I think would suit all of you. It's a good link. And for some of you who are selling green products, if you're not already on there, maybe have an article written about you on there. And John, certainly these are good ones for you to link your news sites into. Some of the ways that I stay green aside from the above mentioned, is I like to find antiques. That's reusing, not building new products. I like to recycle old towels, old washcloths into rags instead of going out and buying new rags. I've taken out most of the carpet because that's petroleum products, and put a lot of extra insulation in to keep down on the heating and cooling costs. And also leaving some ceiling fans running regulates heat and cuts down on those costs as well as using those utilities up. All of my outdoor lighting is now solar or LED or both. And I've done a lot of filters in the house so that we can refill water bottles, since it's so important everyone stays hydrated here. And people really are starting, they bring their own bottles now. They just want a way to fill it with good water. They don't want to have to buy new water bottles everywhere they go and dispose of plastics. And of course, I have recycling programs. Let's see. I am hopefully putting an addition on this year of a couple thousand square feet. And in designing this, I've considered every aspect of green I can. I'm trying to create water systems on the property so everything is used at least twice before it re-enters the ground or goes into sewage. Definitely doing solar heat. Solar electric's a little pricier. If I can find a way to make it cover both of the existing structure and the new structure, it's a possibility. And again, to wrap it up with what I said at the beginning, I did green as just a natural instinct, but probably about 70% of the articles that are written on my place have been written because I'm green. So there is a huge growing interest, and I'm glad to see John and some other folks spearheading this in our area, because we are definitely already an eco destination, and we could gain a lot in growth and promotion through maintaining this quality. So thank you.